this ditch, my consciousness fades back to the words my mama told me that day.
Question for you though. You think we can get another year out of these belts?
Probably like 2 or 3.
Okay. Just making sure. They were right under the front side here. There was some gangs, junctions.
Wasn't it this mess?
No. It was right up next to the cab. This ground here should look fine.
Well, you're going to have to take off probably. Make sure it's clean behind it.
Yeah, I think it's a 13.
13?
Yeah. It's this guy here. One on this side. There's 3 on the other side.
Okay. 13.
13. Let's
Wrench.
Yeah, the other side has 2 different sizes, so.
Okay, wrench.
Wrench would be fine. Ratchet with a long socket, possibly an extension. I will always complain that there's just not enough handles and steps on the side of this combine. Ouch.
Got plenty of steps on the tires.
I guess. The one was pretty rusty, it looked like.
This one didn't look bad.
The 18. Well, we had to check some grounds on the combine this morning. The transmission had just cut out and it would just stop him dead in his track. So he was thinking it was some grounds. We checked them all, scratched them a bit, put them back. Hopefully that was it. Because we don't want that happening to him while he's driving down the road. Okay, we've got the grain cart totally empty. We've got the trucks ready. Combine is already headed over. I think we're good to go. We're gonna head up north to our sand ground. We don't know if the beans will go. If they will, we'll stay on beans. If not, we've got corn over there that will definitely go. Well, that's another 60 done. Better than nothing, right? Nice, beautiful morning this morning. I think the remnants of the hurricane are gone. We've actually got a nice blue sky. Wind's blowing. Beans should go early this morning. Okay, corn auger is set. Oh, it's a long ways up here.
prices ain't what they used to be. This time of year still find me waiting down the creek setting muskrat lines. The kids say I ought to hang it up, and they bought me a phone to keep in the truck, but it's turned off and out of reach most of the time. I tell them the creek bank ain't a bad place to die. And I'm an old man living 9 mountain days in a strange land. The face I shave is a different man's who I don't recognize. Oh, tear, word for my kids, I'll be out here. Never look back and I wouldn't care what I left behind. Oh, but I worry what I'm leaving behind. I still keep a few head out back, and I sit here watching them pick the grass. Them cows is the closest thing I got left to friends. Cozy old souls and their big wet eyes is the one thing I still recognize. But I ain't got the heart to haul them in, so I just move them back and forth from pasture to pen. 'Cause I'm an old man living 9 mountain days in a strange land. The face I shave is a different man who I don't recognize. Oh, the wear and tear weren't for my kids, I'd be out here. Never look back and I wouldn't care what I left behind. Oh, but I worry what I'm leaving behind. 'Cause the pheasants ain't in the fence rows, and we're all staring at our cell phones, not listening to the earth as he cries. That I'm an old man living 9 mountain days in a strange land. The face I shave is a different man's who I don't recognize. All the wear and tear weren't for my kids, I'd be out of here. Never look back and I wouldn't care what I left behind. Oh, but I worry what I'm leaving behind.
Another farm done. Less than ideal spot to get the head off, but we've had to make some changes as we upgraded equipment. It's a little much. We don't like how we have to unfold the bin extension before we can start harvesting. I mean, it's obvious that you should probably do that, but we can't really make it underneath these power lines very well when we've got that bin extension out. So we gotta make some changes. He's probably gonna have to drive just straight into the beans and then unfold and start cutting them. Okay, we got all the equipment moved over to the new farm. I'm gonna head this truck home now. I've been running to Putnam, but this is gonna be going into the bin at home. So a little slower, but we got Jess here now to run the cart for us, so she can be catching up with Dad. Hopefully have a load for me by the time I get back. This next field is a 70-acre field. We actually have a tree down right in the path to the patches that are on that farm. And so at some point, we were wanting to take out the beans first before we did this, but at some point we got to take that tree down and pull it out of the way. Maybe even cut some more brush just to get the combine back through there. So we're not going to get done tonight, unfortunately, because we got to do that. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe if he can run 6 miles an hour through these beans, we might be able to get it done, but It's already 4 or 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there. I don't think we're gonna get 70 acres and a tree cut down and moved out of the way by the time it's dewy again and the beans don't cut. Well, I think we managed another 50 acres or so. Beans are just getting too tough to cut tonight. Absolutely no wind on the bottom of that bluff. Pods are like leather, so sending too many out the back. We're just gonna call it. I don't know what time it is, 9, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, but not a bad run today. Hoping we can finish that after cutting down that tree. Finish that field, move on to a 40 close to home here, and then probably switch to corn. We got a field of down corn that needs to be taken care of as soon as possible. So that can't get too dry, otherwise it just turns into a nightmare. But anyway, I'm gonna head home tomorrow. All right, we got a couple boxes getting unloaded of cover crop seed finally. We got another eight boxes or something like that left over there. But anyway, we got our Frosty Berseem, some rye, and some oats. Frosty Berseem, clover, and oats in front of the corn. We don't know how it's gonna work yet. It's supposed to put on like 100 to 180 pounds of nitrogen in the spring, which would be fantastic, but we're a little leery on putting cover crop in front of corn, so this is kind of the first year. But anyway, we're gonna get this unloaded, get the Genie back up on the car trailer, and then we gotta head over, clear out a tree so we can finish our beans. Frosty Berseem. You ever heard of it? Me neither. Anyway, we really wanted a Berseem clover. It sounded like that was going to be our best bet, but the problem was it just died over winter, most of it. So this Frosty Berseem is supposed to be good up to like negative 20 degrees or something like that. So it'll get a pretty good growth on it, hopefully, and then maybe even over winter, keep growing during the spring. Yeah, so that's why we went with this. Don't ask me where they got it from. I have no idea. We just said, hey, can we get this? I said, yep. Let you know how it goes. All right, another 70-acre field done. Got a bit of a brush pile to clean up. We didn't end up taking that tree completely, completely felling it because, well, let's be honest, we were in a hurry. It wasn't cooperating, so you got it pushed over enough to where you can get through there. We're just gonna have to take care of it after this harvest, so, which we can't even burn this stuff right now anyway, so not a huge deal. But anyway, let's get moved on to the next 80. I think we're going to an 80.
Dandelion woman, so pretty to me. She lived in a trailer just down the street. I brought her home to mama, wearing my ring. Ma said that ain't no flower, soon enough you will see. As she digs her roots in the old hog, she'll leave you dried up, desperate, alone in the dark. We moved into her trailer after we wed, looking for something else. Ain't got the money just yet. It's been food stamps and cocaine, daytime TV. She just lies on that couch, sucking the life out of me. Her beauty will fade as she digs her roots in the old heart. She'll leave you dried up, desperate, alone in the dark. I came home today, covered in 8 hours of dirt, to a man with a knife and a mind to do her dirty work. Bled out in this ditch, my consciousness fades back to the words my mama told me that day. Her beauty will fade as she digs her roots in the old heart. Dried up, desperate, alone in the dark. Now her beauty is digging its way into another man's heart. I'm all dried up, desperate, alone in the dark.
Well, this should be the last truckload of the night, unfortunately. The sun's gone down. There's absolutely no breeze whatsoever. Beans are going to start getting tough. We're going to start throwing them out the back. And the prices the way they are, we're going to need every bean we can get. So we did have a few end rows there and along the waterway that we sprayed a third time because we had such bad water hemp pressure. Never going to do that again. 4 to 8 bushel worse, somewhere in there, maybe even worse than that. But yeah, we were just hoping to get them kind of underneath the canopy of the beans, try and hinder as many seeds being produced by that abomination of a plant. Bad idea. So we're gonna do a little spraying this fall. hopefully we got a lot more cover crops going on this fall. Can't wait to get that rig running. Hopefully that'll cure some of our weed pressures. Really try and do a better job this next year, because last year it was just so dry, so hot, nothing was growing. The weeds were just crimped off, like not going anywhere, not sucking up any of the chemicals, and so we really didn't do a great job last year. This year, better, but again, we had all those weeds coming back, so that is one thing we got to work on next year. Anyway, that's besides the point. This is the end of the video. Hey, if you liked it, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. It's all free. Appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next one.